Semi-fresh. I'm mainly using what I consider to be the 3 basic tools of bushcraft: axe, knife, saw. But I'm also using an auger to make some other stuff. Let's do bushcraft joints. First, we do the half lap. The top part is to be removed. And then we saw halfway through in slices. And this is by no means an exact science. We're done with the first and the second. Now to the trick on how to remove them. I saw from the abundance of comments on the video about thick spine knives I made that some of you guys can't afford, you don't like to use, or just don't have an axe. So this is quite possible with a knife. Just in there and jiggle around a bit. Using a thin blade, never bend, twist. And I know I might have come across as harsh on batoning, but it's not useless in every situation. I still don't think it's a good technique to process firewood. The first joint is complete. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not. Let's aim for mediocre and reach it.
Aim for mediocre and reach it.
This joint, it still needs a rope to be secured tight. I find the cross lap to be a bit more useful. I'm using the same stick since I'm too goddamn lazy to go anywhere. When making a cross lap, just slice it up. And here I would recommend to make it a bit thinner than you think. I got a trick up my sleeve. And this is one of the reasons that I dislike the 90-degree spines. Place the knife against one of the walls. And as you see, there's no way this fits. Now we're doing the same on this one. Make it a tad bit smaller than needed. And if you have a hard time breaking off these slices, make them thinner. See, I can even break these off with my saw. That's because the wood fibers go lengthwise. You can use the saw like this with 2 thumbs. More proficient with the axe. These are supposed to fit like this, and obviously they don't. So what we're doing now is that we're removing stock on the sides here. I prefer doing this with an axe, but you can do it with a knife or whatever you want to. We're getting there, so I'm switching to more of a precision tool. Now one of the small things I can do is round off these corners a tad bit. It fits. When just giving it a whack, it can still be picked apart. If you wrap this up with a rope, you can get it incredibly strong. But you can make it stick together fairly well, even without rope. What we're making now is a simple wedge. Place the wedge in one of the cracks, get it in there. This joint is stable. I don't think I'm capable of tearing this apart. This clearly shows that no rope bushcraft is a thing. God damn. Let's stress test it a bit. Okay, a few whacks. It would be awesome if you liked and subscribed, but do as you please. It's not indestructible, but it's a good fucking joint. By the way, the half lap, it could be used in sort of like building a table or
play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam.
A shelter frame. I'm thinking like an A-frame shelter.
There's no end to the possibilities.
I'm doing a bushcraft dado. Regularly, I'm just eyeballing it. We're doing the same technique as on the half lap, but we're removing a little bit of stock on both sides. Like this. That's with a saw. But I'm an axe guy. Trying to get these somewhat square. I'm trying to go 40% through here. Measuring is actually a thing because we want these ones to match up. Kind of good. I'm making it a bit too small because you can always remove more material. You can never add. Look at that, I got a perfect fit the first try for some sort of standing structure, some sort of cross beam or something. Give it a few whacks and it stands. That's the Bushcraft dado. Is it beautiful? Hell no. Is it usable? Oh yeah. I mean, the uses are quite infinite.
There's no end to the possibilities.
Now to the most complex joint.
The dreaded dovetail.
Nah, that will be easy. Got a beautiful day in Sweden. 2 sticks. I would recommend you guys to try this one out beforehand, or when you're out on sort of like a gear heavy thing. The geometry of a dovetail is far more complex since there are 2 angles to take in consideration. This cut will also get wider the further down the wood you get. Place your saw firmly and then just angle it out, being very careful to keep the angle. This is also a technique you can do. Just make a shortcut and angle the wood instead. I'm also cutting these surfaces a bit cleaner to get that corner nice and crisp. This crack widens and so does this. And all we do now is make a piece that fits. I used to have 2 sticks. So let's start by making a flat surface. And I will try to get this angle here translated to the stick there. You can make it with a saw like this to make a stop for your cutting motions. Or you can just put it there, hit it with a baton or just slap it. Remember that there are 2 angles. This one gets thinner. You can mark it with your knife like this. I think this will fit. Do this carefully so you don't ruin the work you've done. And this is the bad part about this one. This won't be strong in more than one direction. Let's see if it fits. It's the Bushcraft dovetail. Give it a little whack. This joint, if you give it a load this way, it will crack in a second. What this is that it's a joint for hanging stuff. So if you want to, you can make it with a notch here for hanging cook pots and stuff. Some of you will think, why the hell would I do that? Just get a fucking Y branch. I totally agree. In the mountains where I usually roam, you can hardly find any leafy wood there. So this dovetail joint I could use with spruce or pine and still make a good cooking system if I want to. And this way it's kind of sturdy. I can pull it apart if I want to. I can't do it with my hands though.
20 minutes later.
I can't pull it apart. That fucking rooster. Oh, I think I should really get it apart, but I don't. Impressive. These are the 3 joints made with just basic tools. Let's do one with the augers. This stick, the Y branch stick, it sucks ass. Lovely sound. And this is the depth of the hole. Hole, not straight through. Just let the teeth work. 2 centimeter cut here. Now we're doing the wedge. The idea here is that this stick goes into the hole. The wedge will hit the bottom of the hole. So when I bash it, this part will expand. The wedge is too thick. I can find only 2 reasons to make a club like this, as if you don't have an axe to bash stuff in with. The other one is because it's fun. That's an ugly motherfucker. That's fucking awful. That will get those sticks in the ground. And why would you want to do like a hidden joint? This is a 3-legged, 4-legged stool. You've got the instability of 3. and the jiggliness of 4. This is the same type of joint. You can see the wedge there, but since I drilled straight through, I risk getting this shit stuck in my ass. Ooh. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.